Maria Ortiz, our homeschool coordinator, who will pick up the flowers for Ms. Gomez, and we have a bouquet for her as well. I think that the parents are a big part of the school. They make a lot of the things that we do happen. Without them, I don't think we could do as well as we do. Before I go on to introduce our guest speaker, I'd like to say thank you to the parents. This was a wonderful, wonderful senior class that we had this year. I can't thank you enough. I have enjoyed them. Even when I've had to discipline them, I have enjoyed them. We have been able to sit and discuss and debate what the discipline should be and why, and it's been very interesting and very entertaining. I've loved them the whole year. I hate to see them leave. So let me say good morning. I need to say good morning to the parents and the teachers, and I'll invite the guests and the students. I'd like to welcome Mr. Robert Treffy here. He is our board president. Mr. Treffy. I'd like to welcome Mr. Dixon, our former principal. And before I introduce our distinguished guest speaker, I have two messages this morning. I have to say something. One for the parents, and I have one message for our students. Parents, the message for you is that it's not really over. Think of your children as being in kindergarten all over again, except their vocabulary is more extensive. You have at least 4 more years of nurturing, advising, counseling, guiding, and yes, let's not forget fighting too, about the girlfriends and the boyfriends and the homework, etc. All of that, 4 more years. Sometimes in our efforts to teach responsibility in high school, we take a hands-off approach. A lot of times we say, you know, they have to learn. They have to be responsible. Let them figure it out. I say yes. Let your children learn from their mistakes. But make sure you are standing right there in the corner watching to give them the same level of support that you've given them all throughout their school days from kinder to this point in grade 8. They are going to need your support more now than ever, because there are more things that they can get involved in now than there ever was. So please, don't forget about them just because they're in 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. You stand right there next to them. My message to students is this. I once said to someone, you know, you're not supposed to do such and such. You know, when you get to high school, such and such will happen. And they said to me, oh, that's life. My message to you is that life doesn't just happen. It's not just life. Life is the choices that you make. And you started making those choices already. You made that choice in 7th grade when you decided to make sure your grades were where they should be so you could get into the high school you wanted to get into. You made the choice to do what you were supposed to do, all during this grade 8 year, so that you're sitting right in that seat with your cap and gown on at this promotional exercise. So you remember that when you get to high school, there are going to be a myriad of other choices out there. You make sure you make the right one. And you make the right one for yourself. Don't let other people make choices for you, because what they're doing is they are making choices for your life. You remember that. And now, without further ado, our guest speaker today is the New Haven Superior Court Judge, William Holden. Anti-bullying and enjoys bringing his message to students of all ages. So please welcome Judge Holden.